What's up, people? I'm MC on the mic, along with my co-host on the Co-Bros podcast.
The Tico Fantasy Show. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo.
Oh man, you sound like a mixtape all the time. I love it. Hey, we got a lot of content to cover
Yeah,
today, bro.
yeah. Some interesting content.
It is a wild world. Obviously, hold on, let me let the dog in. Go ahead, buddy. It
Zero.
it is a wild world currently,
Yeah.
to say the least. Come here. Come here. Come on, you want to come up?
Where's the little fella?
Oh.
Oh, hello.
So, bro, if I would have bet money in Vegas a couple podcasts ago, I said the game will be entering the conversation of rap beef battles. And the game, West Coast Kid, the OG himself, has showed up with a Rick Ross diss track where he kind of defends Drake while supporting Kendrick. This was so far above my expertise and understanding rap poetry. Did you listen to this track, the
Is
Revenge
this
track?
is this what you sent me on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, so I listened to it and I was trying to figure out like what am I listening to? I was trying to figure out like who am I listening to? What is this?
This is the game. Let me put you onto the game. He is a rapper that was along with G Unit back when 50 Cent had G Unit, Tony Yayo, and the game. And he's one of the greatest battle rappers of all time, as far as I'm concerned. So I had to read an article about the song to fully understand it from a hip hop connoisseur. And Bro, this thing gets extremely personal, makes real big threats. He goes after Rick Ross as being a fake, basically, right? Like
Mm.
the real gangster freeway Rick Ross was like a cocaine dealer, blah, blah, blah. Now, Rick Ross, the rapper, has taken the name. The game talks about how he bit Biggie's style completely, made a whole career off of it, and he's kind of just a fake, which my 2 cents is who cares, right? Like, I think rappers are entertainers and singers are entertainers, so they're allowed to kind of establish whatever narrative it is they want to have. Um, I don't know. You got to, after this podcast, really dig in and listen to that game track and go to one of the hip hop websites that breaks it down.
I gotta
And
go
as
to
you're listening
Genius.
to it, dude, he goes hard talking about Rick Ross is on all sorts of pills and he's
Mm.
dying. He calls him a human Capri Sun with his skinny
That's
legs.
that's wild.
Bro,
That's crazy.
I love a hip hop beef more than anything. And I am all in on Kendrick and Drake. It seems to be the topic of conversation everywhere I go, from housewives. First of all, shout out to all the moms out there. Happy
Mother's
Mother's Day
Day.
to y'all, making it possible for dudes like us to exist in this world. We thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
And to all the dads that have served dual purpose because there were no moms around, thank you a million times over for giving us whatever it is you gave us, which is a basket of issues, but we're working through it. um,
Love y'all.
all right, listen. Talk to me about. I think we're 4 tracks in from Kendrick and 4 tracks in from Drake, something like this. The
We're
heat,
deep.
the Meet the Grams is the most recent one, right?
No, I don't think so. I think
I just listened to this one yesterday where Kendrick was basically going after Drake's secret other child,
that's Meet the Grams. Yeah, that's Meet the Grams. So there's
and
another one after that and another one. That's what I was trying to tell you.
bro, I can't even keep up with the rap beef at this
There's
point.
too
This is
many.
such and Drake is busy tweeting to the local news helicopters that are flying over his houses. I don't know if you saw this morning, but the helicopters are keeping him up all night. There's been a shooting, there's been a drive-by, there's like all sorts of chaos outside.
Apparently Kendrick was there too.
What do you mean?
There's like somebody has a video of Kendrick showing up to Drake's house too. It's
No.
there's some crazy videos happen. There's some crazy stuff happening. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some crazy stuff, some stuff that like some issues for mostly Drake, honestly, where stuff that should not be coming out is coming out, and we might have a Diddy situation with Drake soon. It's not
I
looking good.
I know it's a little scary, and a lot of things are under the magnifying glass right now. Look,
Yeah,
I'd like to keep it at a rap battle and let these guys face off and just destroy each other track after track after track. But this is getting extremely personal.
yeah.
And let me just say this. Let me be, I'm sure I'm not the first to say it, but if any of this mischievous bullshit is true about any of the rappers, pop stars, or entrepreneur icons that we look up to, F them. Straight up.
That's the truth.
If there's a certain degree of money you get, and I don't have it, but like rich people get it, and then it seems as if, what can I do that I haven't done that's not allowed by normal people? Nobody can say no to me because I have this much money, and the shit gets dark, son. It gets dark.
It's too much money. They got, as many would call it, fuck you money is what they
Yeah.
call it. It's not good.
Mo money, mo problems for
That's the truth.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, Justin Bieber. Listen, we're on music. I don't know if we're turning this into a full-on music podcast. I don't
It's
care.
pop culture.
Bro, pop culture. And shout out to you wearing the Miami Dolphins hats, repping hard.
Throwback.
How's Chop Robinson? Any news on Chop?
He looks good. You know, it's hot over here. It's 100 degrees and the summer hasn't even started yet. So these guys, they got him out there trying to get him acclimated to the weather, but he looks good.
Listen, a pork chop goes right nice on a hot grill. Just don't leave it on there too long because it gets tougher and tougher, you know?
Yeah. He's from Pennsylvania. He played at Penn State, so it's a little it's a hard transition, just a tad.
That is a hard transition, no doubt about it. Hold on, I don't have my light on.
Ugh, forgot the light.
Forgot
This
the light.
guy. Forgetting lights
But this is what this podcast is all about, figuring it out
and
on the
forgetting
fly.
lights. Oh, you forgot that light. I didn't even notice.
Not my red face lights.
I thought you forgot your face lights. I was like, how could you forget your face lights? How do you do that?
All right. Zero, get back over here, bro. So Mandy's been out of town for a week with Macklin, so I've been doing a bunch of housework, and then her plane got canceled Friday night when she was supposed to come back, so I got to pick her up tonight. Zero has been the most clingy. Like, he's like, "Where is everybody, man? He just wants to be part of it. He just wants to be part of it." Um,
Doggo.
I was gonna say Justin Bieber and Haley Bieber, is that his wife's
I
name?
think yeah.
They're pregnant, they're having a baby, and
Yeah.
I don't think the world can handle what kind of iconic beauty this baby is gonna be. I mean, those people are like the modern, not modern, because Brad and Angelina
Yeah,
still
I figured
exist,
that's where you're going. Yeah.
but like Justin Bieber, no offense to him, I love his music, I love him, I love everything about this kid. He's so pretty. Like,
Good
he's
looking dude.
like pretty to a point where I'm like, am I gay for Justin Bieber? Like I was gay for Prince, because I'm certainly gay for Prince. I'm certainly gay for Tom Hardy. I think I might be a little gay for Justin Bieber because he's so pretty. And then his wife is like a doll. Like
Yeah.
she's like if like they had before Margot Robbie, if Barbie they needed like a model for Barbie, that was who they
Use
used. Like,
it. Yeah.
shh. So,
They're a
anyways,
good looking couple. They're a great looking couple.
bro, let's talk about. I'm so excited. First of all, I said first of all like 15 times in this podcast already. So it's not
Yeah.
this.
Every single thing is first of all.
Um, you and I got a big week, dog. We're going to New Jersey Thursday.
Jersey.
We're doing live podcasts from the Creation convention. We're gonna hit the streets. We're gonna grab a drink. We're gonna grab some food. We're gonna meet some people. We're gonna have a great time. I'm
Sweet.
so excited, man. It's gonna be our first on the road podcast meets Cobros episode of television. Essentially, we're
Yeah.
gonna release it on YouTube for free, but this is gonna be a 30-minute episode of whatever shenanigans we get into, and I'm so excited for it. On top of that, one of the most important pop culture moments happened just this past Sunday night with the greatest roast of all time, of the greatest NFL quarterback of all time, arguably, debatably, but he's pretty damn good.
No debate. No debate. There
Tom
ain't nobody come close.
Tom Emin effin Brady showed up to a roast with some icons. What did you think of this? I personally found this moment wildly refreshing because they crossed every line
Everyone
crossable.
jumped over the line, crossed it, X'd it out. They forgot about the line. The line didn't exist.
It is
It was,
nice to see people get offended. And in
yeah.
real time, apparently they may have edited it out now, but in real time, there was a massage joke that I forget
Jeff
who.
Ross.
Oh yeah, Jeff Ross, right?
Yeah, Jeff Ross.
I got getting confused with Rick Ross. Jeff Ross made this joke. It wasn't that bad, but Tom Brady got up out of his seat, and Tom Brady's no small man. Like when
Mm-mm.
Tom Brady comes up and whispers in your ear, "Don't say that shit again." I'm leaving the building, son. I'm out. I'm out. And then Tom Brady sits there and everybody beats him to a bloody pulp. Um, the female comedian, her name's escaping me.
Nikki Glazier. Best of
Holy,
the night. Best of the night.
she stole the show
She was
by
great.
she stole the show amongst icons, amongst being one or of very few women there, and she was so on fire. Like that set killed. Kevin
Yeah.
Hart gave her like 5 standing ovations, man. What'd you
She
think of
deserved
it?
them. She deserved every single one of them. Everybody, saying on Twitter and social media and everything, they're saying she was the best of the night. There's like no doubt about it. She was awesome. She killed it. And then they got her outside of, I think it was the Met Gala, outside of something. But somebody was talking to her about how do you think Giselle's going to feel about all those things you said? How's this, and that? And she's like, I don't care what Giselle's gonna say. Like if Giselle has a problem, I love Giselle, and it's a joke, it's a roast. That's what you do at roast, and
Yeah.
we're all doing it in fun. That's it. There's nothing. There's no reason for everybody to get offended about it.
Listen, anybody doing an interview is trying to get a soundbite from a perspective of celebrity journalism. Let's just make this damn clear to whoever's watching this, all five or all 5,000. Comedy is sacred. Comedy is the last complete free speech that exists on earth, and it should be held on a pedestal and cherished.
Yeah,
Understand that comedians don't say what's true, they say what's funny.
yeah,
Like, end of story. And the Tom Brady, the greatest roast of all time, set the tone for what is the kind of rebirth of society being offended again.
yeah,
We need comedy to offend us so bad. Everybody's so comfortable sitting in their houses on their social media talking about, I deserve this, they shouldn't say that, blah blah blah. Let it rain out. We are in the
yes,
golden age of comedy. I can only compare it to like Pryor and Eddie Murphy and all the greats of all time because we are here once again. And I want to thank each and every person at Netflix, Ted Sarandos, Kevin Hart, everybody, the two bear. Oh, wait, bro. Don't let me get back to Tom Segura. I'm pissed at him.
Ugh.
Everybody that showed up for that roast, Andrew Schulz, Jeff
Kill
Ross.
Tony. Kill
Oh,
Tony was
yeah.
great. Kill Tony was
Holy cow.
one of my
Tony
favorite guys
Hinchcliffe.
out there.
Bro,
Every bam, ba, ba, right down the line.
and you know what I like about Tony? He's not there for your laugh or your
Mm-mm.
applause. He doesn't even give you a chance to digest the brilliance that is his comedy until after the set's done. And then you go, what just happened?
Whoa.
My brain is overwhelmed by such comedy greatness. The lineup of comedians for that roast was, bro,
They
tippy
were
top.
great. They were great. And then the football players, like for football players, you got to give them credit. Like some of them, they really delivered on the jokes. You gotta. I know they obviously most likely didn't write them. They
Bro,
probably had writers,
Gronk is a
but
liability. Gronk is a
he's so
effing
funny.
bro. I love the boy. I love the boy. If I could co-host something with him, I would do anything in a minute to be next to Gronk, have a good time. But when he takes a real shot glass and smashes it on the ground, you just know that there's 7 people in the front row with
Yeah,
glass in their eye. That was not a breakaway shot glass like from a movie. That was like and he threw it like he was spiking a football in
He
the
Gronk
Super Bowl.
spiked it. It was his signature Gronk spike. And there's a girl in the front row. It hit her in the cheek, and she's just gushing blood from her cheek. That's what Andrew Scholes said on his podcast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I believe it. I believe
Yeah,
it. And you know what? That's the type of comedy show I want to go to.
yeah, that's
And I'm with you with saying like Edelman and Randy Moss, like these guys showed up with some
yeah.
comedy. I know it's written and they're reading it off a prompter, but they had part in making those jokes happen. And let me tell you, from a career in entertainment, man, being funny is a difficult thing to do,
It's hard.
especially when you're in the company of such great comedians, great athletes. I mean, you had I mean, the room was full of special folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all the football players showed up, and I think there was a lot of love in that room. And let's give it up for Tom Brady for a second. The GOAT gets up like he is, I don't know, Iron Man making a speech at a podium and just drops bomb after bomb after bomb, which we're
It,
used to seeing him drop bombs. I loved all the wedding ring jokes, right? 7 and the 8th one,
yeah,
Giselle gave it
dude.
back.
He was saying they said some wild stuff though, like the Aaron Hernandez stuff. Like, whoa,
But
that's
here's the thing.
the
Here's the
roast.
thing. Do we just pretend all of life doesn't happen? People die, people kill people, horrible stuff happens, and we never talk about it because it's too dark? No, that's censorship. Let's
Yeah,
not be censored and let it all hang out. And guess what? Some people are going to be offended. Some people, the Cobros, are going to find it hilarious
yeah.
and be offended. I was offended by some of the stuff they said, but also I was like, this is the most brilliant roast I've ever seen in my life.
It was
And the
great.
fact that it was live and Kevin Hart kept bringing us back to, oh, this is live.
Yeah,
Huge moment. Huge
awesome.
moment.
We needed it.
I got to rewind a little bit here. Did you see the Cat Williams live special the week before?
Mm-mm. I
Oh,
was that.
bro.
Oh, it was the week before. No, that was during UFC 300 301.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that for a second. We'll come back to pop culture. What happened in that fight? I missed it because I was watching the Cat Williams.
We talked about it last podcast.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about it again.
Just
But real. So
oh, that's right. I did
Pantoja.
see,
Yeah, it was
bro, the
just yeah,
crazy
bloody
finish of
fight. Bloody fight.
what
Went all
about
5 rounds. Shouldn't have won.
what about what was it, Max Holloway calling him the guy to the middle of the ring and knocking him out in the last couple
That was
seconds?
UFC 300. That was a really long time ago now.
God, I'm broken. My head's broken. Um
That's still like a dope ass moment though.
Dang. There's a lot of dope moments happening in life and culture all around us. We're going to create some of those moments this week in New
Yes,
Jersey.
sir.
It's going to be a big crowd in New Jersey. I'm doing like a Saturday morning, I'm doing like a balanced mind and body talk to a room full of people. You're going to be a fly on the wall. You're going to come with me to everything I'm doing
Yeah.
for the convention. And then obviously we're going to be together for all the stuff we do outside of the convention in New Jersey and the surrounding areas, whatever that entails. I have no idea.
Something. Something.
It's gonna
Every
be it's gonna be good.
yes.
Um, Dang, I don't even know where to go from here.
Yeah, there's so much stuff happening.
There's so many things in my head right now.
I went to a hockey game.
No way. I've been to
I-
one hockey game. How was it?
It was my first ever hockey game I've been to in my entire life. I've never watched a hockey game. I've never been to a hockey game. I don't even know the freaking rules of a hockey game. Like I thought it was like I figured it was like soccer on ice.
Was it
That's
Florida Panthers?
yeah. The Panthers played the Bruins on. They're like in the series before the championship,
Did the
and
Who won?
so we go and the the Panthers lose like 6-1. It was
Classic Miami team style.
terrible. And then the crazy part is that I think they played on Wednesday, Friday, and I think they play again tonight. But on Wednesday and Friday, the Panthers beat them 6-1 both times.
What?
Yeah, somehow they lose 6-1 the first night and then they win 6-1 the next two. It's like, what the hell? The one game I show up to, why you got
Did
to
you
do
see any
that?
fights?
They like a little bit, but like they kind of pull them off. It's so We picked the worst game to go to because there was a humongous fight in game 2, an even bigger fight in game 3. It's like, I don't know. We just picked the worst game. I had to pay freaking $25 for a beer. It's crazy out here, man.
Let me ask you this. In hockey, they like not only allow fighting, but like let it go on for a few minutes as long as they're on their feet.
Yeah.
How come we don't just let that happen in all sports?
Cause like, they don't really allow it in hockey. They don't really
Um,
I know, I thought the same thing. I thought they let them fight. They really don't. The refs get in the middle and they kind of pull them apart. If they can't pull them apart, they let them fight. But they try their best to pull them apart. It's a lot. It's not as good as what they advertise.
my point though is that do you see like there's always like a tough couple of guys on the hockey team that are like the enforcers and then they enforce this moment and they get in a fight and win or lose the team gets jacked up like the
Yeah.
team is so pumped up. Imagine a football game or a basketball game where these guys are just holding each other just bang 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 and then the elevated play experience that we get to witness
Yeah.
after that. Look, I don't think violence is good, but sports are violent as it is. I don't know, man. All this rap beef has got me thinking, man, maybe we should let people beef a little
Let them
more.
fight. Let them fight.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
The world is
Maybe.
wild.
It definitely is wild. That is for sure.
What else? What other wild stuff is going on that we are not talking about right now? I wanted to go back to pop culture. I can't even remember why. Um,
there's this Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday is Caitlin Clark's first WNBA game.
okay.
That's this Tuesday. I don't know if that something.
That's exciting.
I'll be live streaming it.
um, yeah, I mean, look, there's so much going on. I was trying to think what I wanted to go back to pop culture for, but it's gone. Oh, Tom
Oh, there he goes.
Segura.
Ah,
So, just to summarize for people who didn't see the previous episode, I was in Rome doing a job. I ran into Tom Segura, one of my favorite comedians of all time, in the gym in Rome. The dude took my phone number and email and offered me tickets to the show. Now,
yes.
I didn't go to the show. Not because I didn't want to buy a ticket or whatever, but I didn't want to go down there and then go to like will call or something and hope that Tom remembered me enough to put in a free ticket for some schmuck he met in Rome in the gym in a t-shirt that was 3 sizes too small. But I reached out to him on Instagram. I don't think he manages his own Instagram. I reached out to his fellow bear and co-owner of Dos Osos or whatever it's called, their liquor line, Bert Kreischer, and nobody responded to me. Now, typically, comedians aren't usually super fond of actors of
Mhm.
my level in the business, right? Like comedians kind of make fun of everybody, specifically people who are narcissistic maniacs who just want their face on television. I get it. But I think I'm a pretty fun dude. And I was going to bring them something special. And I really wanted to go to the show and hang out with those guys and possibly weasel my way into backstage, which I didn't deserve, but I was going to try anyways. Ghosted, son. Ghosted, ghosted, ghosted.
Ah,
Tom Segura left me waiting at the dinner table on the date. Bert Kreischer left me out in the rain with no umbrella. And I am just hurt in my soul. But I'm still a loyal fan to those guys. I'm still watching their podcasts. They were out here doing some good work this week. They did like a Two Bears 5K, which was like to promote the
oh.
the the Netflix is a joke festival that's going on here in LA, and they had all these celebrities and all these regular people you could join in and run a 5K race with all the comedians, and it was awesome. I watched it all jelly roll. A bunch of cool people came out. So they're doing good things, but man, ghosted me.
Did you
Ghosted.
see their set on Tom Brady's roast?
Yes, yes, and they looked a little tight. They looked a little
Yeah,
tight, and I could tell you why, because they're not teleprompter guys.
exactly. That's exactly what I said.
They're not teleprompter guys, and many comedians struggle with a teleprompter. Jeff Ross, obviously being the host of the ceremony, he's an old pro. He's doing teleprompter stuff, but also he's got his own stuff coming out. Same thing with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
When Kevin Hart goes on the prompter, you can tell when he's reading off the prompter, and then you can tell when he's like, all right, let me just riff off a couple of minutes and remarks. Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer are so good as comedians that when you try to rein them in and remind them of their jokes as they scroll by, it changes the timing. It changes the the spur of the
Feeling,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, the fun in it. So I felt that they were a little tight, being that they're both have many Netflix specials. I think of course Netflix wanted them there, but let's just go right back to Nikki because she crushed it.
You can always come back to her.
Bro, she crushed it. And like, this is such a, I don't know, this might be a sexist comment to say, but she's so strikingly beautiful, um,
I
that
don't think it's
when she
sexist.
spits her comedy and comes out so vulgar, not scared to cross any line, not scared to make fun of anybody, it's like an oxymoron. Like it's like you're almost like, wait, what? A supermodel can be this funny? That's a horrible thing to say because my wife is beautiful. She's funny. I know many hilarious, beautiful women. That has nothing to do with it. It's not beauty. Neither,
Canceled.
yeah, neither here nor
Canceled.
there on the.
Cancel this guy. Cancel. I don't know this guy. Cancel him.
I just want to applaud her again because it's just she was in a room full of tough dudes, a bunch of big rugged football players and comedian icons, and she stole the show. I mean,
Yeah.
she's the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. She is.
She if we were giving out trophies, she gets the number one trophy for sure for that night.
Man, she just crushed it. She just crushed it. I'm trying to think of I can't remember any
So
of the jokes that Tony Hinchcliffe said, but he killed it. He
I didn't even
killed
know
it.
that was his last name. I didn't even know his last name was Hinchcliffe. Now I know. Learn
Oh, he's
something
a
new every
killer.
day.
So he does this thing called bottom of the barrel, which is
Yeah.
in Texas, where they like you pick out kind of a thing and you just riff comedy. So
That's where I know him from. Yeah. That's the
yeah,
only way I know him.
he's a killer. We're gonna when we go to Austin, we're gonna go to the mothership. We're gonna see all those guys Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, and Thursday. We're gonna go in early for
I
that.
love that dude. They get like 1 minute and it's I love that. I love watching it.
And he's like so ridiculous with his belt buckles, and he's like adopted this Texas style, but it's totally
Yeah.
not who he is. But it works for him because it just works.
It's
Man,
hilarious.
the world of comedy right now is so good, man. It is so good. We got to get out and see some live shows. People, that Tom Brady roast gave everybody kind of the confidence, I feel like, to turn it up once more.
It's good. It's we're about to see a big revival. I mean, it's kind of been happening for a little while now. This big revival in comedy. There was a nice little like 10-year stretch from like I don't know 2010, 2020, somewhere around there where it kind of was like, but now we're getting back up.
Well, look, we're coming up on the election, right? Is that this year? Yeah,
Yeah,
November.
yeah, November.
This is the time for comedy.
Yeah, it's a comical time.
Bro, there is some comedy happening in politics, and I can't wait to hear comedians talk about it. Oh, speaking of comedians, Shane Gillis, you know this guy?
Yes, very
Shane
well. Love
Gillis
Shane Gillis.
filmed a TV show. I think it's called Tires or something like this. Him and his buddies like work at a tire shop, and it looks amazing. It's coming out on Netflix. Am I right or am I
He
wrong?
did so he I'm pretty sure it's the same group of guys. He used to do a bunch of like skits on YouTube like a couple of years back, and I'm pretty sure it's the same group of guys that he's doing that with.
Yeah. I watched a trailer today, and I was like, this is my new favorite show.
It's hilarious. He's so
When
funny.
is it
Oh my
already
god.
out? When does it come out?
I have no idea. Zero idea, but
Hey
it's gonna be
Netflix, you
good.
should Netflix, you should hire the Cobros as your entertainment celebrity journalist because we love everything you're doing right now. Crossing lines, knocking down barriers, making funny shit, great action movies. You got all sorts of stuff going on. Um, that's the end of that spiel for Netflix.
uh this past weekend, I don't know if I told you this. I went to F1 Miami.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Sick, kind of sick. Sick. I'll
Was
say
it
sick.
Now, was it on a track or was it through the streets of the city?
So they built a road course, like a turns and stuff, a road course. For the people who don't know what a road course is.
Lefts and rights. People that
Yes,
don't
lefts
know
and
racing.
rights.
Lefts and rights, not just lefts. That would be
Yeah.
stock car
So
racing.
they
This is F1.
yeah they built that around the Dolphin Stadium.
Ah,
So it's weird. It's not great to go there and watch because you only get to watch one corner.
right.
Besides that, you see somebody come around every 2 minutes. So it's like, whatever. But what was good about it for me is that for some reason, I don't know why, I managed to bet on the guy who won the race.
What?
And like he just was not projected to win the race. So I put $10 on him to win 200. So
It's
made a nice little
amazing.
200
So
bucks.
where did he start?
He started, I believe, seventh, and he ended up winning the race. And there's only 20 guys out there, so he was fast as hell. He was the fastest guy to ever drive that track.
Those cars are wild, man. I mean,
They're
like as far as technology goes in auto racing, that is the pinnacle.
How much do you think one of those cars cost? Guess.
I would say in excess of 10 million bucks.
More.
How much?
15.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was trying to
15.
the technology is insane and
Oh,
they're the speed of them like and it's just a matter of time until those things become electric at some
yeah.
point like with what Tesla's doing and how fast their plaid edition of Tesla is. It's faster than any production vehicle on the
Yeah.
street. And so those things can get faster
It's
electrically.
scary. It's
Yeah,
scary. They
they're
had to go.
already
So
200 plus miles an hour.
yeah, so the corner we were sitting in, so they come down this really the back stretch, so a really long straightaway into a hairpin, into a really, really small corner. So they're coming down from like 230 miles an hour and they have to slow down to 40, 50 to get into this corner. Crazy.
That's wild. And so a 40, 50 mile an hour corner in an F1 car is like like the way the sharpness of that turn for that car to slow down to 40, 50 or 60 miles an hour must be like you doing a 10-foot radius circle in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you probably couldn't go over 5 miles per hour if
No.
they're slowing down because the tires are this wide, the car is super light, and for them to only be able to slow down that the brake caliper. Have you ever seen the brake?
Yeah, dude, they're freaking,
The
it's
rotors and
crazy.
calipers are crazy.
It's wild. And then they do this cool thing. I don't really know the science
We
behind
got
it.
to do a podcast from a race from the pits, man.
You better whip out your checkbook, buddy. That place,
This
that place. If you're not a millionaire, you're not having a fun time there. That was the other thing I was gonna get to with it. It's just if you're not rich, you should not probably not go to an F1 race. You need to
why
be
everything's so expensive.
it's so for the food is obviously expensive, just like general admission food like that is expensive, and seats are crazy expensive. But there's like clubs, like where you're walking to get like into the actual racetrack. There's like Ferrari Club, McLaren Club, Lambo Club, what all these different clubs, and you got to say like, hey, I'm a millionaire in order to get inside. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it's very different than NASCAR. Even though NASCAR has that level of hospitality in some of the races, it's also for everybody where F1 very much, you got these young drivers that all look like they should be on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah,
There's hundreds of millions of dollars invested in every race team for every race. Like I
try
really don't know
billions.
how it pays off for the sponsors.
I don't either. I don't either. There's some like they're pretty big sponsors they have out there though. It's all the big car companies, Red Bull. Red Bull's huge. That's the biggest sponsor. They do the whole entire
Who
thing.
was the sponsor, the guy that won?
It was an orange car. It was some like European company.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it was his first race he ever won, and everybody like loves him. His name is Lando Norris. Everybody is like a huge fan of him, but he's never won a race before, and this was his first win. So it was a really cool day.
That sounds like a character made up in a movie.
Yeah, basically,
I
basically.
thought Chop Robinson was a cool name. Lando Norris, with no
Yeah,
relation to Chuck, is out there crushing it.
they love him. They love him, dude. It's crazy. It's definitely a cool event. I probably wouldn't go again because I probably walked 30,000 steps over that weekend. It just not worth it to walk that many steps. I'd rather watch it on TV. But if it's worth going to at one time,
What's the name of the Dolphin Stadium now?
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. It's changed so many times over like the
Yeah.
last like decade.
Hard Rock, Sun Life,
Yeah.
Joe Robbie.
What was the stadium you went to see the hockey game at?
So it used to be BB&T. Now it's called American, something like that. American. I don't know. I keep calling it BB&T. That's what it was called when I was a kid.
It's not allowed to be called Americant, that's for sure.
Yes, it
This
was
is American,
American.
bro.
I think it's American, something like that. It's a bank.
Oh,
American?
Ameritrade?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know either. It's something like that though. It's a nice stadium, small, but it's nice.
Bro, what do you want to do in New Jersey? Like, I'm not even looking up stuff. Like I think the Jersey the part of Jersey where the convention is like Parsippany or something. So it's like 45 minutes from the airport. Are you flying into LaGuardia or JFK? I guess
I'm
JFK.
wherever you're flying and I'm flying in.
JFK. They're both airports are close enough where it doesn't really matter. But
I've never been to JFK. I flew into LaGuardia one time, but not JFK.
LaGuardia is, I think, slightly smaller. JFK is a little bigger and more hectic, but
Oh, that's
whatever.
crazy. LaGuardia was huge, but that was one of the biggest airports I've ever seen in my
Or
life.
maybe I have it backwards. Don't trust anything I say. Don't trust any of my advice or anything I say. I did buy I ordered a Beetlejuice, a vintage Beetlejuice shirt. I don't
Sure. I was
I
like,
don't know why I'm telling you that. Just because I
what's
see
a
it's
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice, bro.
No,
I
I know
know.
who Beetlejuice is, but I was like, what? I thought I didn't. I wasn't expecting you to say shirt afterwards. I was like, what's a Beetlejuice?
Sometime late at night when I have nothing to do, I go on eBay and try to find cool vintage stuff. And I found a
Okay.
Beetlejuice shirt, so I got it for $12, and I'm kind of excited about
Well,
it.
that's pretty good deal. That's pretty good deal.
That's a really good deal. You're not getting anything for $12 this day and age.
I just go on Amazon and buy like random cameras and microphones and mics and
Bro,
wire,
the 99-cent store is closing down.
like the Dollar Tree.
Well, it's called a 99-cent store out here, but yeah, the Dollar Tree, the 99-cent store brand, I guess, is shutting down, or at least they're shutting down some stores. And it makes sense because Macklin never went to a 99-cent store. So I was like, bro, they're shutting the store down. Let's go in there before everybody cleans it out. I want you to see what it's like. Everything's a dollar. We go in, nothing's a dollar.
Yeah, that's the it's a scam. It really is. They kind of changed it. When I was younger, it used to be a dollar, but not anymore.
Bro, and I get it because the economy is the economy and the United States is the United States, but you can't call it the 99-cent store when everything's like $5 or $7.
And that's why it's going out of business.
Exactly.
That's why we got Five and Belows popping up everywhere now. They had to change it for the market.
Isn't that crazy? $5 became $1.
Yeah, but hey, you ever been to a Five and Below?
No.
Dude, they're awesome. You should go to a Five and Below. It's like a dollar store, but like mixed with Toys R Us. It's awesome with like adult stuff, kid stuff, shirts. It's
Dude,
awesome. Cool
shirts.
store.
Shirts.
I love it, dude. A $5 shirt. Give me a
Yeah.
$5 shirt, brother. I want a
Bro,
$5 shirt.
I am all about a free t-shirt that somebody gives me or a $5 t-shirt. I don't care what your brand, company, what it is you're trying to promote. I love a free t-shirt.
Dude, they were giving out free t-shirts at F1 Panthers game everywhere. I'm like, please give me a free t-shirt, please.
I mean, the value of a t-shirt these days, like just getting it for free can make it worth $100 in my mind. I love a
Yeah,
free t-shirt.
I wear the hell out of my free t-shirts.
Yeah, man. Keep it
I
fresh
love
and
them.
clean. Got plenty of
Love
free t-shirts.
I love free t-shirts. Please send me some.
Oh my goodness. All right, what else is going on in the world? I'm so excited for to get on that plane and head out to Jersey, man, and get this thing popping off.
Thursday.
It's going to be
Thursday.
really fun. I hope we end up meeting some cool people, talking about some cool stuff, having some cool experiences, no doubt about it. Um, but there's no angle. I have no angle whatsoever. This is
No, I don't even I had no idea what's going on. I'm hopping on the plane, gonna
Yep.
have my bag, and I'm gonna show up and we're gonna see where life takes us.
It's going to take us somewhere. That's the good news.
That's
If
yeah,
you're
that's
if you're willing to live life, it'll take you somewhere. We're gonna make the
that's the
best
truth.
out of whatever's presented to us and have a really good time. Um, I'm excited about it. Maybe we'll take a subway into the city. My My partner in the boxing gym out here, Martin Snow, is celebrating 20 years in business. So he had a big party and some fights at the gym this week. Maybe we'll link up with him for a conversation and a coffee or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the world is our oyster, so they say.
That's a weird saying.
It is. I mean, like, I get it, right? Like an oyster sometimes has a pearl in it.
But
And
does
so,
it?
but like also in the same amount of time, if you get a bad oyster, you're puking for days. So like the world is your oyster. You're either going to get a pearl or puke. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
sure.
not a great choice there. I'd
You
rather
got,
just leave the oysters for the people who like oysters.
we'll have to do some research on where that comes from. I don't even know what it's called. I want to say it's like a colloquialism, but that's doesn't seem like the right word.
It's a metaphor.
Is it?
I don't know. I think so.
No, if it was a metaphor, it would be like
I don't know,
the
man.
world.
We're both college dropouts. I don't know at this point, bro. That's all I know.
With our powers combined, two college dropouts create one mind.
We could put our like years together, make 1 degree.
I doubt it. I don't even think it's. Listen, the university system is in a unique state at this point. I think there's a lot of good and unfortunately a lot of bad happening in our universities in this, at least in this country. Can't speak for other countries, but
Yeah.
you'd be fine. You'd be fine without it.
We good. We good. We don't need that.
You'll be fine making your own decisions, your own thoughts, your own assumptions about life and how to view it.
Yeah. What else is happening?
I don't know. I guess that's
I
pretty
do.
much it. It's Mother's Day, so Mandy's coming home. We're gonna celebrate her. I'm gonna make some steaks and some desserts that I have prepared. I bought.
Nice.
I guess she won't see this before she gets them, but I got her a sick pair of Doc Martin like black girl
Hell yeah.
boots that are amazing.
I got dad a nice big old bottle of whiskey.
What kind?
Jameson Black Barrel.
Jameson Black Barrel. Shout out
Triple
to the
triple distilled.
Irish triple distilled.
Triple distilled. Smooth.
What does that mean? Do we know anything about whiskey?
I think it means they just distilled it 3 times.
Well, no shit. You know, I imagine that's what triple stands for. But
I
like,
just
what does it get better? Does it get sweeter? Does it get more
It's like
oaky?
I think that's like the refining like process of the whiskey, like distilling it. And I think if you do it 3 times, it just makes it very smooth. Like I've tried this whiskey; it's a very smooth whiskey.
I see. I
Goes
see.
down very nice, and you get a little whoo.
All right. You know, Dad's gonna definitely do this project in Joshua Tree. I don't know if he's been talking to you about it, but he talks to me endlessly about it. So I'd appreciate if somebody else would listen, so I wouldn't have to all the time. Um, we're gonna have some. We're gonna be living in the desert like a bunch of lizards, bro.
Hey man, hey man, y'all. I'll come visit on the weekends. Maybe y'all enjoy the desert.
I am gonna take you on the desert experience that changes your mind. I'm gonna take you to
Okay,
Joshua Tree,
that
and
experience.
no, it's gonna be beautiful. Like no doubt about it. It gets hot for 2 months in the summer. It is brutally hot. It's 100+ degrees. It's dry. It feels like an oven. Feels like your skin's gonna flake off. But even in those hot months, at nighttime, it's like 50 or 60 degrees, and it's amazing. Not only that, in the Joshua Tree basin, desert, I don't know what it is, but they have like laws on lighting. So you can only have down facing lights on your house so it doesn't make light pollution because
Yeah.
the sky is so majestic. Oh, we're going to come back to Joshua Tree. There is a geometric solar storm
Oh, this
happening
is cool. I saw this. Yes, this is
that is
cool.
it's allowing like most of the country to see the aurora
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Aurora
borealis.
Bora. Where are you going with that, brother? Jeez.
The
Look at that
aurora
talk, dog.
borealis, also known as the northern lights. People are seeing it as far south as Florida, bro. Did you see it?
Like North Florida, it's not this far down.
The pictures are crazy. It feels like we shouldn't be seeing
Like
this. Is the world going to end? Like I'm
in
nervous.
Jersey, I don't know if we'll still be there by the time we get there. I don't know. Can you see it in California?
Nah, I mean, I like at like midnight or 1, but I've been sleeping and it's going to be
Yeah.
over tonight.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dang
so
it.
see it. But people in New Jersey have seen it. It looks pretty amazing. I mean,
Yeah, I
like,
saw like a map. I saw like a map. It's like all the northern states can see it like really, really good. And then
and
like the
normally you can't see it unless you're in like
oh,
Alaska or something.
you have to be in Alaska or in Norway or one of those
Yeah,
places.
way up
Something
north.
way north. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ireland.
Um, wait, what was I going to go back to? I just said I was going to go back to something. Forgot what it was.
What's the place called? Tree? No, Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree. All right, so the experience in Joshua Tree. I'm going to take you out there. It's going to be a nice, cool night. The mushrooms that I dose you with and the pasta that I give you that you don't know about are going to start kicking in. And then you're going to go outside. You're going to look up at the sky. You're going to hear the coyotes off in the distance, and it's all going to make sense to you. I'm
I
telling you.
probably would like the desert in that like scenario.
It's awesome. The desert is really a cool place. And, with dad, like we're talking about building like a real like retreat type of situation, like almost like a wellness retreat, but like a place to just go get off of your screens and enjoy nature. And there's going to be a pool and it's going to be peaceful. And the nights, bro, the nights in Joshua Tree are incredible. You just want to sleep outside next to a fire. It's just amazing. It makes you realize, it kind of gives you an understanding of your place on this earth when you look up at the sky and can see so many stars, and you can just see such an illuminated sky. It makes you kind of just grateful. I don't know, it's weird, with or without mushrooms or whatever. I'm just saying it's magically beautiful. You're gonna
Yeah,
like it. You're gonna like it,
I don't
trust me.
know. Like I probably would like it. Like just like in that circumstance in that scenario, it's just to live there. So hot.
Yeah,
I'm
but
weird.
nobody's going to be living there. We're going to be out there for just short periods at a
Yeah,
time, just getting away from it all. And trust me,
I'm
you're going to
weird,
love it.
bro. I like grass and trees, bro. I like to see. I love grass. I love trees. I want to go like up north. There's so many nice places with freaking
Bro,
grass.
it's called Joshua Tree. There are trees.
Man,
They
there ain't
just
no
look like
trees out there, bro. There ain't no grass. You got to bring your own grass. What is this, man? What is
bro,
this freaking
you
Woodstock? I
can't
got to bring my
have
own grass.
grass if you want to race ATVs all over your property. You need some sand and dirt.
Oh, I want some grass.
We're going to get you a patch of grass turf. We're going to put it right in.
One patch of grass. Just put it right in the center of it.
We got to conserve water out there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to get fake grass or no grass.
That's crazy, man. I don't know. That's crazy out there.
You'll see. You'll see. And a couple months from now, you're going to be doing a podcast going, man, Joshua Tree's incredible.
I got to see it. I got to see it first. I got to see what it's like. I can't knock it till I try it.
That's
That's what I
right.
always say.
You can't knock it till you try it. Nobody should knock anything until they try it. And then even if they try it, nah, don't really knock it because hate's no fun. Just shed some love, spread some goodness, some kindness. Um, all right, let's
Is
get the hell out of here. It's Sunday. You got
Zero just chilling in your lap?
yeah, he is literally, can you see him?
Yeah, he's getting up. Oh no,
No,
you're
I'm
pushing him
lifting him
up.
up with my legs. I got my
He's
feet
just
up on the chair. Bro, he's
he's
like
like
a
he's a perfect little sized dog, bro. He just chills there. He's the best.
Zero is like the most loving, kind, smart dog in the world. Like I wonder, people always say like when you lose a relative or something, like parts of them can be you notice them in animals. I always wonder like is there something else in dogs that we don't know about? Like another sense of understanding. Like I would give anything if he could talk. I would definitely give 10 years off of my old life. That's not true. I give like 1 year off of my old life if he could just be like, yo, man, this is what I feel right now. And he could just talk to me.
But wouldn't that like take a little bit away from him, Like obviously he'd be able to talk, but then he'd be more like, maybe he'd start getting into some problems. Maybe he'd start learning about the social injustices of the world and stuff if he could talk, and he'd get to start learning about stuff that he shouldn't be learning about. And
I think
they're
he
so
already,
simple creatures.
I feel like he would understand social injustices better and bring some clarity to me what with my over emotional, thoughts on everything. He would be like,
And
"Hey,
then
just let it go. It's not that big a deal. We're all going to be dirt soon. Let's be kind and give hugs and licks to everybody."
if we had talking dogs, we would 100% get to the point where we have a dog president.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And I if a dog could stand up there and evoke emotion in a better way than some of these politicians do, I'm all for a dog president. I mean, really. Like, I feel like dogs bring out the best in people, and people that are
Yeah.
bad to dogs, F those people. Those people should be sent to a special ass bad place because
Yeah.
dogs are nothing but pure love. And like I love cats too, but cats just kind of want to go outside and kill something. And
Yeah.
dogs are just like, "Hey man, what's going on? Can I be your
Yeah.
friend? You want to talk to me? You want to pet me? You want to hang out with me? I want to pet you. I want to hang out with you." Like they're truly like your best friend. It's like a dog is a man's best friend. A dog is everybody's best friend as long as you're the best friend to the dog. I think listen, dog president. I mean, we might have an AI president. I was listening to something the other day and they were like, if AI gets so good where it can make unbiased decisions based on fact, wouldn't we rather listen to and this is obviously not everybody's going to be a fan of me saying this, but like wouldn't you rather listen to some unbiased opinion rather than opinion that's got a bunch of propaganda trying to achieve a different agenda? Like like
But
no matter what side you're on, right or left, blue or red, green party, whatever, your candidate is trying to get something, trying to get something done. So everything out of their mouth, it lends itself to being a little biased this way. So hopefully this happens, you know? And I'm like, why can't it just be like Walter Cronkite, like just say the thing, say the fact, and let people just make it up at what they want to think about it at home?
let me ask you a question though. Like, if you have people saying an unbiased opinion, is it really like a machine saying an unbiased opinion? Is it really an opinion?
Well, maybe I don't want an opinion from a politician. Maybe I don't want to know how they feel about a certain thing. I want a politician to say, "Here's the problem. This is a potential solution," or "Here's what's going well. This is what we can do not to mess it up. Make your own decision." I feel like so many people want to be led when people need to lead themselves with their own educated or non-educated decisions. That's why America is the greatest country in the world, because you can be as dumb as you want or as smart as you want. You can still get a job. You can still do things. Choose to educate ourselves. But the problem with everything I'm saying is you can't even choose to educate yourself unbiasedly at this point, because
And
one news outlet versus another news outlet versus whatever, like everybody's biased towards what they want, whether it's a
we've we've dug this hole so deep that it's too deep now for us to dig our way back out of it.
it's just pure theatrics, right? It's just
Yeah.
pure entertainment for advertisers to get on, and like hopefully this politician holds your attention long enough so you pay attention to the commercial and you buy Ozempic, you know?
Yes. At Drake.
Bro. I didn't say it, Drake. Aubrey, don't come for me. I don't need a diss track. It's my little brother. He said the Ozempic thing.
I'll take a diss track. One diss
Oh
track,
no.
please.
One diss track would really launch this podcast into the next
Right? That's what
stratosphere.
I'm saying. Please.
Oh man. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. We've been on here long enough. We got a big week ahead. I'm going to do a lot of video testing with the mics, make sure we're all lined up. Bring your mics, bring your recording device, bring whatever you can possibly bring that's going to make us because we're both going to be shooting stuff. Like, you know, one of our cameras will be on us. The other camera is going to be capturing stuff while that camera's capturing us. It's going to be
Well, that
chaos.
capturing the capture.
It's
Exactly.
going to be produced, directed, and starred in and hosted by Tico and MC live as it's going on. So it's going to be really fun. I'm excited to present it to the world, and I'm excited for the world to be part of it. You know, you want to be part of our podcast? Just show up. You're going to be part of our
Yeah.
podcast. We're going to take you inside the walls of a creation entertainment convention, which is one of the greatest places you could go to celebrate one of your favorite shows or some of your favorite celebrities. And also, we're going to hit the streets of the city. We're going to see what New Jersey has to offer, what the New Jersey folk want to enlighten us upon. And we're going to bring it all back to you on YouTube for free. So don't forget to tune in. Um, That's it. We're out of here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the fathers out there who played two roles, and happy Mother's Day to all the friends that have showed up for young people who didn't have any parent to provide for them or be there, have them by their side. So shout out to everybody this Mother's Day. Thank you for letting us exist, moms. We wouldn't be here without you and your glorious, magnificent superhero type bodies. So we appreciate you for making us. All right, I'm out of here. I'm MC on the mic. That is my co-host of the Co-Bros podcast.
The Tico Fantasy Show. Peace out.
And we will see you again shortly. Bye, everybody.